Faire Summer Market is our biggest wholesale revenue day of the entire year. Throughout that week, we make more sales than any other time of year. We smash it every single time. And now we are giving you all the advice that you need to have an amazing market too. Hi everyone, Lucy here from Candid Founders. We are a Faire Growth Agency that can grow your account for you. This channel is all about sharing advice to help brands thrive on Faire. So make sure you hit that subscribe button to stick around. In this video, I have lots of juicy advice for you to make the most of Faire Summer Market 2025. So let's dive in. I'm going to cover off getting your products and inventory ready, how to optimize your store for the market, what promotions to run during the market, what to do with your product listings and SEO, how to operate your email marketing strategy running up to and during the market, what to put in your Faire customer messages, and what your lead generation should look like. So we've got lots to cover off. Get your notebooks ready because I have a lot of value to download and you have a lot of work to do in preparation for this event. So let's start with product. We highly recommend that you pre-sale any stock that you've got coming for the rest of the year. It is the single biggest driver of our B2B sales because we are pre-selling all of our Christmas, fall and winter stock. We are also offering the best possible discounts that our retailers can get on this stock in the market. The reason that we do this is because it's great for cash flow, because at the time of the market, all of that stock for us is still being manufactured. So it allows us to get buy-in on all of our Christmas stock ahead of time, and it allows us to plan accordingly for the busy season. Summer is usually very quiet for us from a B2C perspective because we're selling socks, but these are some of our best sales days overall as a business as well, not even just the Christmas season, because our retailers are stocking up ahead of Christmas. So long may it continue. So get those products on pre-order. They don't even have to be a finished product at this point. We have photographs of the samples at least, but if you don't even have samples, you could have a concept that you could add on pre-order as well. If you've never done pre-orders before, Faire make it really easy and just test it. And if you do have stock in ready for the market, make sure it's ready to go and make sure your lead times are accurate. In terms of optimizing your store and your store settings, I'm going to link you to a video that Andy has done. I really recommend you check this out because he'll take you through step by step every single setting within your Faire store and what we recommend you set it as. These settings will also apply to the market, but in addition to this, make sure you're actually a part of the market by setting your promotions because you really don't want to miss out. In terms of promotions for the market, we continue to run our standard promotion, which is free shipping for orders over £200, 10% off 1,000 and 20% off 2,000. But when it comes to our pre-orders of products, we actually offer a product level discount on top of that as well. We want to sell as much of this stock up front as possible before we've even paid for it from our manufacturer. It's great for cash flow. If our retailers don't order that product through pre-sale and they order it later on, they just don't get that discount. So it's great for driving urgency and retailers are seeing that they're getting a great deal. This is also a key reason why you really need to be tight on your margins and pricing. You need to know exactly how much discount you can afford to offer without squeezing your margins too much. I will link you to our video on pricing, which Andy will take you through our template, which is available for you to download, so you can work out exactly how much you should be pricing your products for on Faire. Okay, product listings and SEO. This is a big one and can take a lot of work. You need all of your listings and products to be SEO optimized way ahead of the market in July. Ideally, you need your Christmas, fall and winter keywords in your listings in June. This is because retailer searches for these keywords, Christmas in particular, is actually searched for all year round, but there is a spike during the market and retailers will be buying for their Christmas stock in the summer. Make sure any keywords that are relevant to your products are included in your listings. So you've got Halloween coming up and things like Christmas gifting, winter fashion, stocking fillers, the list goes on. I really recommend checking out our video on how to SEO optimize using our template because you're able to copy and paste and doing it all in one go rather than manually. By the way, if you're finding this video useful, please drop us a like so we know that you're watching and subscribe for weekly videos that will help you thrive on Faire. So now let's talk about email marketing. Of course, you need to be actually talking about your products and the market on the run up to the market as well, not just during. Over communicate with your retailers because most of them will not be reading their emails a lot of the time. Make sure any promotions that you're running are going to be front and center. And yes, there will be a dip in sales ahead of the market because retailers are clued up to what Faire Summer Market is now. They will hold off buying until the summer market so they know they're getting the best possible deals. And we really recommend you just lean into this because it's going to happen anyway. Get your retailers ready. So within June and the start of July, you should be talking about everything exciting that you've got coming during the market. We really recommend actually launching products during the market as well. This newness is really exciting for retailers. So whether you've got products that are available now or these are your nice pre-orders that we've talked about, make sure you're talking about them, showing your retailers what you've got coming. Retailers are primed and ready to buy during these days. It's kind of like Faire's version of Amazon Prime Day, so you really lean into that. We say as a general rule, you should be emailing your retailers once a week throughout the year, but you can email them more during Faire Summer Market. Make sure you email them just before it starts and during and also just before it ends. So make sure you're reminding them to check out and get all their discounts before the market ends. Customer messages using the Faire DM tool is also an amazing opportunity. We have found that loads loads of customers, one, don't read emails, and two, sometimes you get deliverability problems with Faire emails, especially if lots of brands are trying to email the same retailer. So Faire Messenger is actually a way to cut through this. To give you an example of a customer segment we're running with at Faire at the moment is we're trying to message all these customers to get reorders from people who haven't ordered in a while. One particular customer we messaged came back to us actually, so they replied to us to say, the reason we haven't ordered in a while is there is a particular design of sock that works well for our customers that you haven't had in stock since Christmas. The good thing about us communicating with them in this way is that we were able to get the information about why they hadn't ordered. The amazing thing was then we were able to say, hey, well, that's good news because we've got that sock coming back in stock. Here's the link to the pre-order, and they placed an order. We had been communicating that these socks were coming back in email. So this retailer probably would have already received emails saying, hey, these socks are coming back in, but they hadn't read them. So that just goes to show the power of the Faire Messenger tool. When you're messaging these retailers about Faire Summer Market, just saying you're in the market alone isn't really that exciting for them anymore because so many brands are in the market. So make sure you're communicating about what is different about this particular market. Have you got new products you're launching? Have you got your Christmas stuff on pre-order? And what are your exclusive discounts that you're offering only in that market? And then during the market, it's important to keep those messages up as well. So remind your best customers that these discounts are available for only that week or those few days. Make sure you're chasing any abandoned checkouts and making sure that they're actually checking out and getting those discounts before the market ends. And of course, don't forget to follow up with anyone that's bought during the market and thank them for their order. And in terms of lead generation, we really recommend getting all those leads in and warmed up during June. Maybe start of July as well. And then really a week before the market, all of your energy should be focused on the leads and retailers that you've already got in your Faire Direct because you've got a lot of emails and messages that need to go out. It is a great time of year to get leads in ahead of the market because, as I said, it's like Amazon Prime Day. These retailers are primed and ready to order. They've done enough Faire Summer Markets now that they know what it's about. And if you've got leads that maybe are new to Faire, it's a great way to introduce them with some good offers. So you have a very busy time ahead of you with this market, and hopefully you'll be getting your most sales ever. I'm seeing some brands say that markets aren't worth it anymore and that sales are lower than they used to be. But I can tell you that for Bearkind and all of our clients, these markets are just getting better and better because the work needs to be put in. It is not enough to just list your promotions and get in the market and just sit there. You need to be emailing your customers and finding leads and optimizing your listings and then messaging those customers during the market as well. If you are willing to put the work in, the sales will come. And if you do need help with your Faire account and don't have the bandwidth for all of this potential growth, you can rely on us as a Faire Growth partner. Check out our account management services at candidfounders.com, where you can book a discovery call today. If you have any questions about anything I've covered in this video or anything about Faire at all, drop them in the comments. I always get back to everyone. Subscribe for weekly content to help you and your brand thrive on Faire, and I'll see you in the next video.